Hello and welcome to a new episode on Ref Sports as we are building up to the WPL 2025. I am Snehashish Mukherjee, along with me Trishadi is here, and in this episode we are going to discuss about Delhi Capitals. So Trishadi, in last two seasons, both times runners up, unable to cross that finishing line. So this time third season, are you expecting them to clinch their maiden title?
Yes.
Done and dusted episode here. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much for watching. But no, I think if you look at Delhi, especially when we were talking about the predicted playing 11 today, if you see Delhi actually has retained all the entire 11 players, their first 11. The only change that I see is I think one of the best buys for Delhi this year. That's Nandini Kashyap in place of Tanya Bhatia.
Exactly.
Make no mistake, Tanya Bhatia is still your best wicket keeper in the entire Indian circuit.
Exactly.
Even with with Richa, Yastika, everyone there, still Tanya is your best wicket keeper. But the problem is her
Big
batting.
bat.
Yeah. And especially, when you have someone like Nandini Kashyap who has had a phenomenal domestic season.
The strike rate is superb.
Exactly. And she can, play that finisher role, the Indian finisher role that, I think including Nandini in the playing 11 straight away makes the Indian core very, very strong, which has been a bit of a problem, Snehashish. We were seeing there's an over-reliance on openers.
Yes, absolutely.
On foreigners, I mean.
Absolutely. As we are going through the stats, like in previous two seasons, if you see the play of the matches of Delhi Capitals, it's all about foreigners. I think in the last season, Jemimah and Shefali managed
The
to
last
get some.
three matches that
Exactly.
DC won.
Two Jemimah Rodriguez.
The
And
last
one-
match that DC won last year, Shafali was the player of the match, and the previous two matches before
Jemimah
that, Jemimah was the player of the matches.
Apart from that, in
The
2 years,
9
nine
matches.
matches, all are foreigners like Jace Jonathan, Mahesh in cap like that.
See, there's one part to that, but also it's understandable.
Yes.
If you look at the global perspective of these
Exactly.
players, you have a Meg Lanning. You will, of course, depend on Meg Lanning.
Exactly. You will expect them to be that good.
Exactly, and then you have Alice Capsey, who is a very, very good. Yes, in international cricket she has fumbled here and there, but generally she's a very, very good batter. Comes in handy in Indian conditions with the ball, and then you've got Marizanne Kapp.
Legend.
Absolutely, the whole South African team is 50% to 60% dependent on Cap. So no doubt that Delhi depends on her. Then the next name is Jess Jonathan. So if you see the overseas
She doesn't
players,
even get chance in Australia.
exactly.
Just think. She is the highest wicket taker for Delhi Capitals along with Mahesh Cap in WPL so far, and she's a kind of player who doesn't get chance in Australia. That shows why we always
Jess
keep
Jonathan
saying,
is a class player,
And she can bat
left-handed batter.
Yes, absolutely. So that is the main point, and absolutely, if you see, I think one more player that I am looking forward this is Shikha Pandey. I think the way she has made the comeback, especially in WBBL, I think it was a very good season for her. How do you see?
See, I'll tell you something, if any Shikha Pandey fans are watching, they might get me completely wrong, but I love Shikha Pandey, the bowler. There's no disrespect there. But, if you actually look at the scheme of things, Indian scheme of things, because that is where, after all, WPL is leading to, right?
Yes.
There, I don't think that Shikha Pandey is there, because we have seen her performing, and we have seen the selectors ignoring her.
Yes.
So you can probably almost say that the Indian selection has at least moved on from Shikha Pandey.
Exactly.
Knowing that, so here's why I'm interested in watching Shikha play, because there's always a motivation for every single player, right? That if I perform well, I will get a call in the Indian side,
Exactly.
and Shikha will know somewhere.
Exactly. For example, I am remembering one player from men's cricket is Amit Mishra in IPL.
Exactly. So what happens? Someone like Shikha, again, it's not 100%
Exactly.
that she will never get a chance. You never say never in any sport, but you almost know 70% that whatever your performance is, you will be overlooked.
Yes.
Where do you bring that motivation? And she has done that very well, by the way. The other person who has done that very well, and we will see that person in Delhi Capitals, is Arundhati Reddy.
The mysterious case. Of
The
Indian
mysterious
cricket
case
right
of
now.
Arundhati Reddy. I mean, kudos to her, full respect to her.
Exactly.
You are the highest wicket taker. You take 4 wickets against Australia, and you make the ball talk that much, and then you're dropped.
Exactly, and the way she handled that, the whole scenario.
She came back,
she
played for Kerala.
Whatever the games she had to play, she played fully, and now she will be in action for Delhi. I think the way she handled it was tremendous. Absolutely. And
Absolutely.
And Shefali Verma, fantastic domestic season.
Now with Shefali, this is very, very interesting because in the Delhi Capitals team itself, we can see a bit of a competition. Say for example, a Nandini Kashyap.
Yes.
You know, Nandini Kashyap would want to make a name for herself, and with Richa in the team, you know, the kind of hitter that she is in the T20 team, you are not going to replace Richa as a batter. As a wicket-keeper batter, you might still replace Richa because Richa can be played as a batter alone.
Exactly.
In fact, I would say release her from all duties and make her the
Only batting.
yeah, absolutely, give her only batting.
duties.
But that is where, you know, Nandini could be your opening option, and then Shefali is there. And I'm not saying opening option for Delhi.
Okay. For
I'm
India.
saying
Yeah,
for India. For Delhi, definitely it's going to be Lanning and Shefali.
yeah,
And I think
definitely.
at this juncture of Shefali's career, if she needed a perfect guide, that is Meg Lanning.
Exactly, and even today in the earlier virtual press conference, Meg Lanning said that I'm looking forward to bat again with her, as you know, she has been enjoying. She has been enjoying so much. So that is a good point. Another player, that is Annabelle Sutherland, the best women cricketer of Australia.
She just got the Belinda Clark Award. You know, there are points in every sports person's career that you touch something that turns gold.
Exactly.
Sutherland is going through that patch. Last year, I think her bowling was not
Up to the
that
mark.
great. Having said that, when you are having a great run, of course, you know, you don't need to worry about these things. But then again, if Sutherland is playing, you don't know if Jonathan is dropped. There's a lot of ifs there. That who are your four foreigners? I wouldn't say, because 2 is fixed.
Yes.
You will always play a Meg Lanning and Marizanne Cap.
Oh, they have an option of playing 5, right?
But that's Sarah Bryce.
Yes.
And I think when you have Nandini Kashyap,
You don't need.
it's my personal opinion, but I think Nandini Kashyap is a better bat than Sarah Bryce, and nothing to do with the associate nation players. So I'm,
Yes.
you know.
No,
saying this.
actually, this question was asked today to the coach Jonathan Batty in the virtual press conference, that there are so many options along with Tanya Bhatia for the wicket-keeping options. So how they are looking? How about that competition going around? So he told that it is good that competition is there, but we are not sure, you know, which player will go for the season. So let's see. Still so many days left, and we will go for the which will be the best for the team. So let's see who starts the first game of the season. But another thing that I want to mention, that Tita Shadu, a big
Big season.
Yeah,
big season for her. I think, you know, there are certain players for whom this could be the make or break season.
Exactly.
And one of them is Tita Sadhu. Absolutely a make or break season. Fantastic bowler. Such an impressive bowler. I would love to see her talking to Meg Lanning and understanding the, you know, where she is going wrong, where she can add on a little more pace, the control. I think Tita, she's such an exciting prospect and such a good prospect for Indian team going forward, that you almost want her to do well, you know, at every single point. So, yeah, I think, in fact, that reminds me, did I not include her in the predicted playing 11?
I have to check because
I think I did not, but yeah, I'll change that.
Okay, it happens. So many players. Yes.
Yeah.
But okay, one more player that we have to discuss is Jemimah Rodriguez. I think the star.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely Indian star player. With Jemimah, the best part is in Delhi setup, she gets to play at number 3.
Yes.
Which is a place she owns, literally. You know,
I am tired of saying this thing when it comes to
I
Team
know.
India.
her style of play is so much suited for that position in T20Is and in ODIs as well.
Yes.
In fact, I don't mind if that is where she's sent in tests as well.
Exactly. She has
So,
that technique.
Absolutely, she has the technique, and she can run between the wicket. She
Cool,
can give you those.
composed.
Yes, exactly. So she is someone that who can actually, say for example, if Nandini is batting with Jemimah can continuously guide her.
Exactly.
She has that leadership capacity.
So Jemima, obviously it's a big season for her also. I think as a leadership core group, she will be a great part of this DC family. Okay, before going to the predicted playing 11, the last question I will ask that, as we mentioned, that Nandini Kashyap is there and so many young talents. Nikki Prasad is also there. And one question that I have also discussed with you earlier also, that how big this occasion will be for Nikki Prasad to sharing the dressing room with a captain like Meg Lanning.
I'll tell you. I'm a huge Alice Perry fan.
Yes.
I'm a huge Meg Lanning fan. And I absolutely adore both of them.
Yes.
When I went for the 2018 T20 World Cup, and this is absolutely relevant what I'm saying. So we were all stuck at the airport while coming back. Australia had just won the 2018 World Cup and we were coming back to India. They were going to Miami to celebrate the win.
Okay.
So they were also there, I was also there, and I wanted a picture. So I went up to the Australian team. I requested Meg Lanning for a picture and she very graciously posed for that picture, that selfie. I took that selfie, that aura, spoke to her, just passing words, fan, big fan, well played, congratulations. After 5 minutes, I forgot that there were other players. I just walked off at the airport, smiling, Meg Lanning. Made my day. No, I have done it. A picture with Meg Lanning. So that's the aura of someone like Meg Lanning. For Nikki to have won the World Cup as a captain and to come and talk to one of the most successful captains in world cricket. Forget about women.
Exactly.
I'm saying men, women included.
Exactly.
So I think when you share the dressing room with her, see her conduct a team meeting, that changes a lot, and you get to learn so much that how to have the control in the dressing room when probably a young player is not having a good time. So I think that, because India right now is starving for a good leader. I feel, once Harman and Smriti has moved on, you need young guns coming up. Absolutely. Shafali was an option, but now that she's not regular in the Indian team, you have to look ahead. Absolutely. If you actually look at the Indian team right now, apart from Jemima, you don't really see a leadership candidate. But that is where I think Nikki Prasad, playing under someone like Meg Lanning and Marizanne Kapp as well.
Obviously.
So I think that changes a lot of things, helps her, guides her. I think you will see a more mature Nikki.
Hopefully, and I will be very happy if she gets some game time. Let's see if it has happened or not. But now the time has come for the predictor 11. Trishadi, go for it. Shefali
Obviously,
Verma.
Meg Lanning, Shafali Verma.
Yes.
At 3, Jemima. At 4, Marizanne Kapp.
Kapp.
At 5, Kapsi.
Yeah.
6,
Nandini Kashyap.
Nandini Kashyap. 7, Jess Jonathan / Annabelle Sutherland.
According to pitch and conditions.
8.
Titash.
Yeah, I had missed her. So Titash. 9. Actually, Titash should be 11. Titash is not a very good batter.
Yes.
I think Minu Mani.
Yes.
Yes. Radha Yadav.
Yes, Radha Yadav.
And there will be a toss-up between... See, this is where it becomes interesting. If Titash plays in the playing 11, you have to toss up between Arundhati and Shikha.
I think Arundhati a little bit ahead of...
Because better batter, I would say.
Yeah, absolutely.
This is very close. I think... I think they might start with Arundhati because current form and more recently,
Yes. She has been brilliant.
Yeah.
Ball. Especially the World Cup she had.
Yeah.
She has been brilliant. So that is for now. So this is the Delhi Capitals preview for the upcoming WPL 2025. And as Trishadi mentioned at the start of the video, just at least this time around, they are looking favorites to win that trophy.
They're going to win it.
They are going to win it. That's a statement, not a prediction. So that's it for now. Please stay tuned on Nepsport for all the latest update, and we'll come back with another video. Thank you.
Thank you.